today is definitely one of those rainy, dreary, foggy, just cold weather, nasty kind of days. Anyway, we're back at a little, well, it's the carp spot, if many of y'all have seen the older videos from fishing here, and it's been a while since I've been down here. The last few times I've tried to fish this, the bites just sucked. I've caught a couple here and there, but the water has come down considerably, and there's actually somebody down the bank crappie fishing. So that's probably what we're going to do. I've got some night crawlers, I got crappie stuff, I got catfish stuff. Probably not going to catfish, but you know, I may throw something on a bass rod just to see if I can make something happen. But really just hoping to see some crappie and maybe some white bass. But it's looking a little bit more promising. I sit here for a little while and just kind of watch to see if there's any bait fish popping or anything chasing, and there's a little bit going on. And one thing I want to show you real quick, somebody's left a garbage bag up here, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing because it's leaving trash here, but people doing that is giving somebody else somewhere to put their trash instead of all over the ground. Now, I'll throw up a picture real quick of this spot a couple of years ago, and we'll show you what it looks like, well, now. So much cleaner. Like, everything's been looking a lot better. Even over here, stuff's not piled up, no garbage everywhere. I mean, there's still the occasional couple of tires and paint cans and stuff like that off in the woods, but this whole area right here just looks so much better. I thought I seen a trail cam. Somebody's hung a propane can up right there. Thought it was a trail camera at first, but anyway, this spot looks a lot better. Let's quit yapping, get something rigged up, and hopefully catch a couple fish. Well, I figured that there would be some crappie or something along these treetops right here, but apparently there ain't. So we're gonna go back to the base down here, rig up some night crawlers and see what we can make happen there, because I do see a couple small little bubble trails, which tells me there is a few carp in here right now. I should have brought my carp bait stuff. I've got my pack bait or method leads and all that stuff, but I don't have any carp bait with me. So let's go up here, toss out some night crawlers and see what happens. Alright, I got a whole night crawler on a small circle hook there. We'll just toss it out and let it do its thing. You know, wiggle around and see if anything happens. Now I need to leave my drag pretty loose because that is only 6-pound braid. Something's messing with my night crawler again. More than likely a turtle, the way it's just bouncing it up and down a little bit. Hey, we're finally hooked up. And if it's what I think it is, it's probably shitting the hook out by the time I set the hook. Nope. But we did snag it, so it don't count. Little yellow bass. Well, like I said, we ain't skunked, but conditions could be better. That one's probably shitting it out too. are you? How have I managed to do this? I have snagged now 2 yellow bass through the eye socket. Like, how does that happen? I ain't even gonna try to untangle that mess. I'm just gonna cut and retie. Well, we have been at this spot for just shy of 45 minutes, and 2 bites is about it. We've been throwing around crappie jigs, some bass lures and stuff like that. Even got night crawlers out, and I think the problem that I'm dealing with the night crawlers is there's quite a few turtles in here. So we're gonna hang out for a few more minutes, and if something doesn't happen, we're gonna jump ship and find somewhere else. Like, I've already been thinking about jumping ship and going somewhere else, but there's always that last chance for something to bite. So we're gonna give it a couple more minutes and see what happens. Alright, we're at spot number 2 because the first spot just did not pan out worth crap. I sit there for probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and it was more or less a skunk. But anyway, we've got about an hour to fish before the rain really sets in, because we got another round of storms coming in. So we're going to hop down underneath this bridge and see if we can salvage this little trip. Sticking with the ultralight stuff, taking some BFS gear. I ain't used it in forever, so anyway, let's get down here. Hopefully catch some creek fishes. Well, we're not skunked. Well, we weren't earlier technically, but I don't, like, earlier at the first spot, I don't even know what we did and didn't catch. Like, it was so miserable. But little black crappie, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Thank you for visiting Mr. Fish. What do we have? Huh. I don't think I can say I have ever caught a yellow perch at this location. Teeny tiny little thing, but hey, fish is a fish. I don't think I've ever caught a perch at this spot. Oh well. I ain't going to complain. It's a little bit nicer. What are you? Not much nicer, but counts. The green sunfish. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe the water's just unusually warm. Like, by the time y'all are seeing this, it's well into December, but it's actually like November 20th or something like that. Green sunfish are usually gone into hiding by now. Fish. Feels pretty good too. There we go. Oh, it came off. Dang it. That was about a 3/4 pound largemouth. I was just throwing around this little, I guess it's a Yozuri, something other like that. Tiny little jerkbait on the Cascade Kestrel Featherlight. And I thought it was a snag at first, but it weren't. Oh, what are you? Don't come loose, please. I don't want to deal with that. There's a lot of hooks. And there we go, a little largemouth. Decided he wanted that little jerkbait that was well over half his length. Kind of snuck up from behind one of these rocks down here and munched on it. Oops. Actually, I want to walk down here and see if I can get one or two more, be a little bit closer to them. Oh, they're hitting it again. Come on, got you. Well, you're snagged. You don't count. That's kind of mean to say to these fish. It's kind of like saying you're adopted. It's right here. These elite bass anglers, they just can't hang with me. All right. I guess I can get a little bit closer, but I don't want to because it is soft and sticky. Got him. That is snagged in the gill and hooked in the mouth. Please don't do that. That's a lot of hooks. Another beast. There must be just a little wolf pack of them right over there, because every time I cast over there, I can see like 4 or 5 just swirling at it. Like even right now, I'm seeing them chasing little minnows and stuff like that. All right, had to get a thumbnail real quick because it looks like this rain is getting a little bit closer than I thought it was. So there ain't no telling how long we're gonna get to stay down here and harass these bass fishes. Oh, there was a hit. Oh, there we go. There was like 2 or 3 of them at the same time was going after it. Man, this one's got a pudge on him. He's been getting plenty of minnows. Hey, stop that. That thing's got a pudge on it. Let's get you back. One came off. How many of y'all will sit there and just, jiggle your line to try and untangle it from around the hooks instead of taking 3 seconds to undo it yourself? And of course that one decided to come undone. I got him. Big old monster. And that is a yellow bass. Come on. You ain't hooked that good. Beast. There we go. Let's get him back. Oh. Alright, you can cut that out, because you are hooked all over the place. Yeah, you count. You hooked in the mouth. And you're hooked some kind of crazy too. Another little buck bass. That's like a, I don't know, 1/8 ouncer with cheese. And you know what? This is also the most I've used a jerkbait in one day. I just do not use jerkbaits at all. But I figured, you know, they're always chasing something right here in these 3 little channels of meat. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take the BFS down there with a tiny little jerkbait, see what we make happen. And I know I've probably got the absolute worst cadence with a jerkbait because I just don't ever use them. That one's twisty turnies and all that stuff. What I would like to have is some actual like Zoom Super Flukes about that size. I know they make a 3-inch one, but that's not what I'm wanting. Damn it. Had a hook wrapped or stuck to something on the bait and went to shake it off, and then it hit my rod and decided to weave a sweater around it. That is not how that goes. That one's a little bit nicer. Not by a lot, which it's also not a bass. It has a lot of spines, a lot of hooks. It's a red breast. And that one wasn't going anywhere. He had all 3 hooks. Which is another reason why I don't like treble hook baits. Alright, that one flopped off. He got a little bit too close to the soupy part of the mud, so I just rehooked him. There we go. Seems like they're kind of moving back up because they're swirling over here now. Another monster. You can definitely tell the water's starting to cool off down here too, because these are getting pretty pale, which water clarity also plays a role in that. Stress of the fish, water clarity, water temperature, all play a big role in how much color a fish has. Something picked it up on the fall. That first little twitch I was going to make it, set the hook on it. Little bluegill, and unfortunately he got all 3 hooks. That's going to be fun. Have I mentioned how much I don't like treble hooks? Well, let's see, what time is it? 5:05. We're going to give it just a couple of more minutes and then probably head out because it's quickly getting too dark to film. Like, it's darker than what it looks like. What are you? You are a very ambitious yellow bass. That is also snagged, so can't count you. I gotta watch for this little jerkbait. It's a pretty fast sinking jerkbait, and I am eventually, well, I need to set the brakes on this thing a little bit better. I am eventually going to snag and lose it. Just like that. Did it come loose? Yes, it did. Well, it looks like we're done with the BFS thing for the day. That was a backlash that, yeah. You just watch, I'm gonna get one dragging this in. Well, I'm gonna hook that one on my hat for the time being. That way I don't have it getting stuck all over my pocket. Alright, we'll finish this off with this little Berkeley gulp. What are you? That has so much attitude. You're a crappie. See, even a little 5 or 6 inch crappie can actually feel really good with the right rod. Like, feel bigger than it actually is with the right rod, I should say. And I know at some point I'm gonna have somebody comment like, why are you throwing back so many good eating crappie? Well, not everybody keeps every fish they touch. Which none of these crappie that I've caught today are keeper size. Here in Tennessee, they got to be 10 inches to keep. Nice-n. N-I-S-S-A-N. Nice-n. You missed that one once and came back for it. Chuck another one up for the Berkeley gulp. I literally do not go fishing without these things. And if Berkeley was to see this, you know, hit your boy up. I'll do some partnership stuff or work something out. Whatever it takes to, you know, have a supply of these. Well, I was planning on fishing a little bit longer, but it's getting dark and I just snagged and broke off, and I really don't want to deal with it again. So we are calling it quits on that. And no, I do not reel my spinning reels like this. It's just for pulling the line through the guides and putting it around the little clip. And that is a huge mosquito. Anyway, we'll see you back at the vehicle. You know, it's a good thing that I decided to leave when I did, because all of that right there is rain, and it's moving here quickly. Whew, that was fun. And that right there is why I stick to the same old spots over and over and over that y'all are probably getting sick and tired of seeing. But hey, like I said in a previous video, if I don't have confidence in a spot or just feel that spot, then I'm just not going to go to it and fish, because it's a waste of time. And should have just came down here today and fished out, but caught a good mess of crappie and a good mess of little spaz bass. Like, those things were fun on that Kestrel Featherlight rod. There'll be a link in the video description if you want to check out the Kestrel rod and reels and all that stuff. They're freaking awesome rods. And Cast King has just got great customer service to begin with. And if you like this kind of content, using little BFS stuff and ultralights on these little creeks and whatnot for whatever wants to bite, hit that subscribe button, the like button, hype button, all that stuff below the video. It helps the channel out. And another way you can support the channel or help the channel out if you like the videos and stuff is check out all the links in the video description. Those are affiliate links, and anytime you buy stuff through those links, it helps the channel out greatly, and I greatly appreciate it when y'all buy stuff through those links. So anyway, it's getting a little bit too dark to film, and traffic's getting heavier, so hope you like the video. We'll see you in the next one.